Welcome to another episode of Don't You Have Something Better to Do with Chris Donley. That's me, your host, your favorite singer-songwriter, musician, um, snark connoisseur, and just all around me because I need to lose some weight. Today I have with me a young man that I met through, I don't even remember how we met, to be honest, but he's an amazing photographer, videographer, um, just arty guy, amazing guitar player too, way better than me. Just a nice fella though. Spent a decent amount of time with him and worked with him on numerous projects. He's done Critic City videos, he's done photography for me. I've referred him to many different other people. Not sure if he got those gigs or not. But alas, this young man is continuing to carve out his own path and just be the creative that he is. And he was actually nominated for Best Photographer of the Year last year. Without any further ado, Mr. Shane McNicholas, there he is right there.
Woo!
What's up, pal?
How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely. Figured AirPods sounds maybe better than like the laptop mic. So
It works, brother. Whatever. I mean, I've done everything from real people with the fancy mic setups and everything to
yeah, like an SM7 or something.
I
SM7B.
I
That's
don't
like
know
the
what that means.
podcast mic.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I, well, do me a favor, pal. I spoke a little bit about you, but tell everybody about yourself a little bit.
Hey, I'm Shane McNicholas. That is my name. I started in one area and then my life has just trajected me into a bunch of different other things. So now I just say yes to a bunch of stuff and I do a bunch of random stuff. And I nerd out about everything I do as far as the technology I use. And I don't know, I started in music and then like art and then went into watches, then went into
I forgot about the
photography.
watch.
And
I forgot
now,
about the watch stuff.
yeah, watches is what led to a lot of random stuff, honestly. So watches is why I bought a camera. And then thankfully that happened because now all of my business is camera related. So it's been pretty sweet. Never thought I'd get into all of this, but I love it and I can't stop now.
Are you still like
Yeah.
so what are you saying when you're talking about watches? Like you fix up and sell like high-end watches, right?
Yeah. So like 10 years before like COVID, I had been selling just like kind of cheaper watches and I would just like buy watches to match with outfits. I always thought it was cool. But then like I was serving at Square 22 like my first year.
That's how we
And
met.
that is how we met.
I forgot.
Yeah, and I saw a guy that I was serving, and I was like a bartender there. It's like a finer dining place for those who don't know. So this business looking guy came in and had like a really nice watch on. It was a Breitling Navitimer, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. It's really nice." And he kind of like shrugged me off, like, "Well, you'll never really have one of these if you're just a server." And I was like, okay, whatever, sounds cool. Like, and then I went in the corner and Googled it because it was like a lunch shift. It was slow. So I just like started researching this thing. I was like, what was it? So like I looked for like 20 minutes to find what it was online. And I was like, oh, this thing's like $8,000. I was like, yeah, why the would anyone wear something that's $8,000? I'm like, what an idiot. And then I was just obsessed with like, why is it $8,000? And then I started watching YouTube videos of people like taking apart watches and like how they're engineered in the servicing of them and like how there's such a market for it and how like so many people are buying way more expensive watches than 8,000. So I was like, wow, there's like definitely something to this. Um, and then I was kind of mad at this guy and I really liked this watch. So like I just started saving up and then like at a point I had enough to like put half down on the same watch he had and finance the other half for like another year. And I was like, I finally have one. And I was so stoked I found one for like 5 grand instead of 8 because they're like 8 new. So then I ended up realizing like by watching the secondary market that the watch that I bought, the price is actually like increasing like sometimes, or you can find certain places to sell it that have it listed for like 7 grand. So I was like, huh, maybe there's something to this. as far as like an investment too. And then like a little more time went on, and like I just kept watching them go up like on average. So I was like, I'm gonna see what I can do with this. So like and I financed a second one. I got the same exact watch but a different color, just because I was like, I really do like this thing. And then like at a point, I was like, I really like these, but what would happen if I sold both and then put that towards another one? And then like that just like sent me into everything. And then I've ever since I've probably had over 1,000 watches. Not even kidding. Like
Wow.
it got pretty crazy for a while, and COVID was amazing for watches. Like now the market is garbage in
Really?
comparison. Yeah, like I'm pretty much, if I buy watches now, it's just for myself. Like I used to chase like limited editions and like
Wow.
look for certain things that like I'm like, okay, if I buy this new and if I sit on it, they only made 300. It just takes one famous guy to tweet about it for it to go up 3 grand in price, and then I just flip it that day, and I'm just like, cool.
Wow.
I had a box in my closet, and then I made 3 grand off of it, and it's like it's a small package. It's easy to ship, easy to track, easy to insure. Like, so it's like better than dealing with cars or guitars or like
Yeah,
any other like type of business in that like range of price. So I was like, watches are legit, man.
that's brilliant.
So yeah, made a lot after COVID, but yeah.
At one point, did you wear like four or five while you were still serving and hoping he was coming back in and be like, like,
Oh, I wish.
nah, just
I
kidding.
wish I even like remembered what that guy looked like. I'd be like, dude, you have no idea what I've done since you.
Eh,
That'd be so sick.
ah,
Yeah, but I'm
screw
glad
him.
it happened because it skyrocketed me into a bunch of weird directions.
No doubt.
Uh, but but yeah, when we shut down for COVID, I got a camera because I was selling a lot more because there are so many like eyes on the internet. Um, so I was like, I need a camera so people trust like what I have, and um, then I started nerding out on camera gear, and I started just traveling around and like taking pictures of bridges and stuff, and just like whatever's around.
That's how it was. I was like, how did we meet? I'm trying to remember, and I couldn't place it because I was playing at Square 22 and you were working there, and it's like we just started chatting one time, I think, and I think we were talking about music first of all because you play guitar too,
Yeah,
and
just
you're
like guitars and
um,
pedals and whatnot.
amazing guitar player. And well, aren't you playing what's that fancy guitar that fancy guitar you got?
So I've been playing Strandbergs
Strandberg.
mostly, but I just got this little psychopath,
Wow.
this eight string
Eighth
Abasi.
string.
Yeah, it's pretty
Do
intense.
you like, are you into animals as leaders then? A little
Never
bit.
heard of them. I'm just kidding. They're amazing. Yeah, they're so good.
I didn't know he had
Yeah,
his
I see
own
them every time they come
signature.
around.
I didn't know he had his own signature guitar.
Oh yeah, they've been out since like 2020, I think. This is a
Really?
2020. I found it at a pawn shop. Can I swear on here?
Yeah, go ahead. Did you
I
really?
figured. Yeah, I found it at a pawn shop here, and the guy had it like he had it listed at 1,500, and this year, like this version, trades for like around 3 grand. I assume like these days, especially like in new condition. So I was like, let me just go check it out, and then I got there. And the guy's like, "Oh man, I already sold it. Like I sold it on eBay." And I was like, "Dude, like of course you did. They were like, what a solid price." I was like, "What'd you sell it for?" He's like, 2,300. He's like, "I listed it high to deal with fees and shipping and whatever, and like it sold immediately." And I was like, "Oh, I know. Like you kind of had it listed like kind of low." Um, and I was like, "Man, I was like ready to pay 1,500." And he's like, "Yeah, well, sorry." And I was like, "Is there anything we can do? Can you cancel the sale? I'll pay more." And he was like, he's like, let me check. He like checked what the fees would be and how much he would make if he sold it for 2,300. He's like, if you match what I would make from them, like, and I was like, look, I'll give you 1,700 cash out the door, no taxes. And he was like, all right. And I was like, okay, sweet. So
Yeah,
it has stickers on it. Like it came in the case, came like apparently he works with a guitar collector and trades with him all the time, like for
really.
mostly like older Gibsons and stuff. But that guy like saw these, thought they were cool, thought it was a good investment,
Hmm.
and then bought one early on, let it sit in a case since 2020, hasn't been touched. So I
Wow.
was like, dude, like what a steal. Like how cool.
Hopefully it
So
wasn't
yeah,
stolen, right?
I don't even care. Yeah, if it was stolen, then it's stolen by me after that.
That's
But
crazy,
it's been
man.
sick. I thought it'd be like harder to like understand because there's just like I'm used to sevens, but like I'm like like how much more do you need? But like it's tuned like a seven, and then the eighth string is just drop E, so you can play it
Hmm.
like drop D. But yeah, it's just E B E A D G B E. So like
I've
the
never actually played an eight.
yeah, it's as low as a bass string, like
Yeah.
as a bass E, which is nuts. Um, and yeah, I thought the fan frets would be like weird to get used to, but honestly, it's been amazing. It's been super easy and smooth. It plays like a wizard neck if you play like Ibanez at all.
Have you been writing and recording much like of your own?
Nothing, not a
Just
thing.
kind of just jamming,
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
just have a
noodling.
neural DSP quad cortex on the floor, and then I just play out of that. And I kind of just jam while watching TV, and then I like edit and do random
With the
camera stuff. Because
subtitles on.
oh yeah,
Dude, that's
always
we bonded over that. Like, and I can't go back now. Like, you're like, I
yeah,
watch everything with the subtitles, and I'm like, that's not a bad idea. And then it's like I started doing it, watching everything with subtitles, and then it's like I missed so many things in previous viewings. I
yeah.
I don't think I can
I
go
just
back.
I need those details. I need the names, how they're spelled, like especially like you watch something like Game of Thrones. There's like a bunch of like jargon. You're like,
Yeah,
what did they just say? That sentence doesn't make sense in my universe. I need subtitles.
yeah,
Uh, and then yeah, now I can't stop. Now I wish life had subtitles
yep,
because I've like I feel like subtitles have trained me to listen worse because I'm like I have like a fallback.
yep.
Like I could just read it, but like yeah, I'll be like at a restaurant or something, and I'm just like I can't hear you. Like I just can't,
You ever
even though
find
I can. And
you ever find that we're like becoming from this convenience, like you're not, like you said, not maybe not paying attention as well because you just figure, oh, I can just rewind it, and catch it again. But it's
yeah,
like real life, man. I don't know. It's a weird time.
yeah, I feel like everything's training us to pay less attention. Honestly,
Yep.
it's pretty
What
scary.
what kind of music you getting like been digging lately? Anything new that's come out?
The last band that I really got like hooked on is called Via Nova. You
Hmm.
ever heard of them?
I haven't.
They're German. They haven't really like toured much yet, other than like they maybe went to France or something so far. Uh, but it's like super heavy tones, like, but it's like fun. I don't know, like it just sounds like it would be such a fun show, but it's
Like
also
Electric
like
Callboy or something? Almost.
um, I don't know. I don't even know what to compare them to because it's like deathcore heavy, like super low tuned, like this eight. But he plays like a baritone squire. And like it's just I don't know, they get these killer ass tones. They have like weird noises and stuff throughout the songs, and like all their songs are a little different. Some are heavier than others, but it's just super interesting. So I've been listening to that a lot lately. And then um s- did I lose you? Can you hear me?
Nope, you're still
Oh,
there.
okay, cool, because I just like picked up my phone and it said AirPods connected when I looked, so I was like, oh, did it just transfer?
Nope,
um
you're good.
Yeah, other than that, like new Earl Sweatshirt just dropped, which I haven't gotten into yet. It's so monotonous. It's like hard to get into unless I'm reading the lyrics kind of thing. I'm
Earl
stoked for new.
Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Earl Sweatshirt.
So he's on the same team as like Tyler the Creator, who
Okay.
I used to really like his stuff, but Earl Sweatshirt's way more like lyrical, way more like conscious and weird. Like the way he puts words together in a sentence, you're just like, who thinks of that? So that's why he stood out to me. Despised Icons coming out with stuff soon. That's super awesome. Just a bunch of random stuff. There's like new BT Bam coming out.
That's what's kind of been fun doing this too, is like chatting with people I haven't seen for a while, but also like seeing what they're getting into. And I've found so many cool new artists and bands and stuff just by chatting about that stuff.
Oh yeah, I always try to ask people like even like I still work at a restaurant, so there's like a couple days a week, but like the hosts, like the kids that are like 16, 17, I'm like, what are people listening to right now? Like I have no idea,
I don't
like
either.
the new weird underground niche stuff that I used to like in high school. I used to chase music in every direction that no one's ever heard of, but like yeah, like now I'm like, what's the weird stuff kids are getting into? And like most of the kids don't even care. Like they just let the algorithm pick their music. They're like, what's the last good album you listened to? And they're like, I have no idea. Like they can't even answer you. So I'm like, well, pull up your phone, like click
Do
the
kids
music
listen
app,
to
let's
albums
scroll.
though? Do they listen to
No,
like albums anymore?
I guess not, which I think's crazy because I think an album is a full art piece meant to be listened to as like an arch. But I don't know.
You think you feel that way
Kids
because you
just put
are a
shit on
musician?
shuffle. I think so, yeah. And also
I
grew
do
up with
too.
CDs, just being like, okay, get my Walkman, play it from start to finish.
Right.
And even before that, tapes, like there was no skipping tracks. You're just like, I'm in it. I'm in this album.
Right. You're committed, man.
Yeah.
Do you
So
believe
like
that,
kids have
that
no idea what it's like to do that anymore.
what do you think about like the resurgence of like CDs and tapes and stuff actually being printed again?
Well, no car has a CD player and no car has a tape player, so the people who are selling them, I just don't know how or to who. And like I still buy CDs, records. Like I just bought like a vinyl at the last show I went to, and I don't have a record player. Like I don't know.
Right.
Like, but that's
I'm
just
not
because I wanted something cool and physical, and
right.
I know I will have a record player eventually, but it's something I don't want to get into because I'm already a collector of a million things and I don't need anything else. But like,
It's a
it was just something I
dangerous
thought was cool.
it's a dangerous game, pal. I was like, nope, I'm never gonna do that because I'm same as you. My favorite albums I bought on CD, then I bought on digital, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh crap, I got a vinyl player a couple years ago, so now I got to get it on vinyl. So it's like I've gotten some of my favorite albums like three, four times. It's a
yeah.
dangerous game, but it's
My
cool.
dad's a vinyl collector,
Is he?
so I'll buy him albums that I think are sonically impressive because he also can appreciate just like the engineering behind stuff. Like I'm like, here's Bon Iver, and he's like I like him, but I don't know much about him. I'm like, here's the self-titled album. This thing is sonically so impressive. Just put it on and sit there. And like eventually I'll get that album back. It's gonna be a while, hopefully, but like
Is
that's
he a
like my
musician
idea of
too?
like no, but he's like so music driven and like his whole upbringing had so much like music that like I don't know, it just was always a thing to us. Like we've been to so many shows together and stuff. Like so like a lot of shows we go to, like I'll buy albums from that. Like I'm like, we went to Blink 182 Green Day in like 2005. Like I'll buy him Dookie and I'll get him like a signed Travis Barker thing, like or just whatever. Like I get him like music memorabilia because it's just rad. And then now he's doing the same thing for me. He got me like a Danny Carey signed drum head for Christmas last year, and that was so sick.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're just
When
like trading music stuff.
when did you start playing guitar then? And was that your first instrument?
My first instrument was drums, and I think I started at like 8,
Wow.
maybe even before, and then had a little drum kit, and I could only play like between certain hours because obviously I was terrible and loud. Uh, and then I just started like putting on headphones and trying to play along to anything I could find that I thought was cool. And then when I had a stepbrother that had like an acoustic guitar that he never played, and it was just like in the corner collecting dust. And I like picked it up and put it on my lap, and I would just like mess with the strings and like kind of mess with it and kind of feel it out. And then I was like, guitar is kind of cool. And then I like I was like, I should learn some of these songs like Blink 182 and stuff I was listening to like when I was a kid. And then so I just started learning like that and Metallica and like things that I thought were like impressive. Uh, which is funny to think about now. Uh, but yeah, I would just try to learn other people's stuff, and then eventually I just stopped learning other people's stuff. Like I can learn stuff by ear if I like pick out sections, but like I don't like buy tab books or anything anymore like I used to. I used to like obsessively learn full songs, and now I'm just like, if I jam it, I jam it. Like I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I just I love drums still to this day, still play, but I definitely play guitar more, and I feel like I'm better at guitar, at
I
least
want to
if
hear
I'm
some
at
original
a
stuff,
party.
dude. I want you to start recording some stuff.
I do want to record. It's just such a process, and the return is so minimal. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just so tough to justify. Like, I put out a full album in like 2016, and like, I thought it was just gonna like skyrocket me in all these directions, and then like nothing happened, and like family thought it was nice, you know. And I was like,
That sounds
uh,
nice, Shane.
that's a nice song. I mean, that's my least favorite song on the album. But yeah, it was fun, and it's just a lot of work for the return. Because yeah, I just get so nerdy and like if I'm like, oh, okay, I want to put this solo in this spot, then I like write a solo for like a month, and I'm like, ooh, like I get too into it, and then yeah, now I'm like too busy to like sit in my basement studio and like record for a full day anymore, and just
Uh,
mess with ideas and tones, and like now I have so many DAW like plugins and tones and boxes that like I'm overwhelmed. Like I wish I could just go back to like four pedals and an amp sometimes, and I should just to like write and then nerd out on all the weird stuff and add all the stuff maybe in post or something. I don't know.
yeah. Was there a
But
certain band or album that like kind of it was the like, it bit you? That's why music became important to you?
yeah, I would say a perfect circle's 13th step and then tools like enema and lateralis were
Really?
like what got me super into music. Like couldn't stop playing that stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and then yeah, I still see them every time they come around. I have some Tool tattoos and stuff. uh, but yeah, those were definitely the ones that I was like, music is everything.
Did you
Like
ever
when they
like,
come on, like I just can't think of anything but what I'm listening to in that moment.
yeah. Did you ever get into like the Alex Gray artwork and stuff?
Yeah, I have a
Or
signed Alex Gray
do you really?
uh, poster. Can you see it? It's up there.
Kind of,
And yeah,
yeah.
I still got birthday balloons from from the other day. It was my birthday.
Oh, you rearranged from
Um,
last time I was there. I think the
oh
TV was
yeah,
in the corner from right in front of the door.
yeah. Now there's Plant City over there.
All
So
right.
yeah, I have a girlfriend now, and she moved in, so everything's a little different. But
Uh,
yeah, it's a jungle in here. That's also why these ladies are here.
ah,
These these sleepy little
jeez.
Beatrices.
And they look not spoiled at all.
Nope. I know this one's hilarious right now. What are you doing? Oh my
Puppy
gosh,
dogs. So what
they're
what
so cool.
I talked a little bit about like, your photography and your video stuff too. And I mean, since that's taken off, I don't know, man. I Your work's amazing. What do you got coming up?
Oh,
What all are you
thank you.
doing? No, do you know it? You did those video shoots for us. You did photography
Yeah,
for
I
us.
still show people those videos for sure. Some of those videos are sick. And yeah, I've done a couple of videos for like another like super heavy, like more like black metal band. So those are fun because it's just like the edits are just like brrr, it's like a
Right.
seizure. Um,
Yeah.
but but yeah, I just
Who was
pretty
that?
much
What band was
still
that?
say yes to everything. Abraded,
Okay.
so they're local.
I'll
They're
have
pretty
you
rad.
I'll have you send me the link so I try to put up all the links after every
Yeah,
interview. So
I'll just
if it
send it.
gets
I'll just put the
one,
link tree on there,
okay,
and it has like even the watch stuff is on there. But yeah, it's like
cool.
everything's there. Um, but as far as what I've got coming up, like this morning, I was shooting birds with a dude I met in a watch group. He's like the chapter head of the Cleveland like Red Bar watch group, but he retired from that. And now he just loves like wildlife photography. It's hilarious. And
That's
then
awesome.
tonight, well, today I'm gonna edit. I shot Coheed and Taking Back Sunday Friday, and then After the Burial and Johnny Booth,
Oh, no
and
way. When was Johnny
We
Booth in
Came as
town?
Rummins. Dude, you know who that is? Um,
Yeah.
dude, I love them. I got to hang out with them afterwards. They're so good. Oh my
They
God, they're so good.
Boston? Are they from Boston?
They're from, I think, the Bronx, like somewhere in
Is
New
it the Bronx?
York.
Is it?
Yeah, is maybe Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Um,
my bass player Elder got me into them.
dude,
Yeah,
they're
dude.
just like that. The energy is ridiculous. I was so stoked to go see them. Um, but yeah, they were both in Detroit. So I was in Detroit for the past 3 days with my
Okay.
girlfriend. We went to like the zoo, botanical gardens, like a bunch of places so I could just like take photos, random stuff that we see out there. Honestly, overall kind of sucked. Just kidding. It was fine. But Detroit Zoo was the worst zoo in all of America. I will put money on that right now. I don't even care if there's a zoo with one animal in it somewhere. The
Wow.
Detroit Zoo was worse. It was just rough, man. There was like nothing
Sad.
out. It
Oh,
was huge, like huge walks between like animals. I'm like, dude, there could be animals here and here and here and here. And like, it was like, why is this so open for only having like 16 animals and then only four of those showed up? Um, but it was cool. It was still a good little walk. But Johnny Booth was amazing. After the Burial is amazing as always. They're so heavy. Um,
Now, silly question: do you actually get a hold of one of the bands ahead of time, or the venue, and say, "I'm
yeah,
coming to take photos, hook me up," and then are
yeah,
like,
you definitely have to, or else you just won't get let in. What's cool is sometimes, well, what's cool is it comes with like free entry if you are part of that photo pass team for that day. After the Burial, PR team actually said no if I'm not part of a large media outlet. So my workaround is this little guy.
huh?
This is a point and shoot, but it's very high end, high quality. And it's not a detachable lens, so technically it's allowed in the venue. Like they don't even care. You could show like, hey, I have this, and they're like, that's probably worse than a phone. And I'm like, cool. But in reality, this has like a bigger sensor. Like you'll see the edits when I post them in the next couple days. Like the shots are its quality as any other camera. Like
Yeah.
I've been editing just like, oh my God, like these are amazing.
Mhm.
And I was just like, I just made sure to get like up there first couple rows. Um,
Where was that at? Because I think Johnny Booth, the last time they came through Detroit, was at the Sanctuary, wasn't it?
I don't know about last time. This time was at the Fillmore. It was a
Oh, it was
bigger
Filmore?
venue.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the Fillmore. I've
yeah,
been there
it's
a couple of
nice.
times. I think I've seen like Circa Survive there and maybe BT Bam.
Yeah,
But yeah,
me and Scott Paris went. He took me to see the Porno for Pyros on that last tour. I'd never been to the
oh
Fillmore before, but it was cool. Cool venue.
yeah, I listen to Porno for Pyros with my dad.
I'm old. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm an old soul. I like
And
jazz and soft foods and game shows and naps.
time's not real, right?
Not to me.
That's right. So what are you like? Have you been doing much like wedding photography or like senior pictures and stuff like that? Or are you like more focused on like band photography and like outdoor?
Yeah, senior pictures are great because old people love me. Um, just kidding. That's my favorite senior picture joke. But I do senior photos for like because I'll do like sports photos. Like I just did senior photos for a kid. He's actually my cousin who plays football for Hoban and Akron. And then like I'll just do one shoot for him, and then like people will see those pictures and be like, "Who did these?"
Mhm.
And then they'll reach out, and then that leads to more senior photos. Or like I'll do a wedding, and then a guest who was there is getting married next year, and they liked how my shots turned out, so then they reach out. So everything like at this point is just a web of word of mouth, and I say yes to every subject. Like tonight, I have a mother daughter shoot
All
at a
right.
beach, and I know, hell yeah, and I'm gonna see what they'll do. Um, and like I I met them at like a fashion event. She's another photographer, so we both did like a runway shoot somewhere, and we just talked the whole time. She's like, "You were cool. I like your edits. Let's do something." Um, and yeah, I just kind of say yes to everything. I have a wedding Sunday. I had a wedding like 2 weeks ago. I do video or photo. I have like a little team, like my girlfriend, one of my friends, like they both are photographers. They've been photographers longer than me. So like I just trust them. And like the way that my package works out, like I take or they take the photos, but I edit it so they can like see what the vibe is going to be, like based on my previous work. They're like, okay, I like how his stuff turns out. And like editing's 2/3 of the battle these days anyway, because like cameras have gotten so good as far as like eye detection and autofocus and like low light scenarios. As long as you know like certain settings and shooting raw, like you can fix a lot of stuff after the fact. Like I'll shoot a full concert and every shot is pitch black on the back of my camera, but I'll
Right.
get it home and turn it all the way up, and I'm like, oh, there's some sick shots here, like just
Yeah.
because there's so much information in a raw image. So yeah, it's just something over time I learned is like, oh, I might as well shoot dark and then fix it later and just take the shots with the settings I want and trust the camera.
What do you
So
enjoy the most? Like if you had to pick.
yeah, I enjoy wedding money the most,
Wedding money.
because it's yeah, but it is the most work by far. Like it sometimes it'll be weeks of work. If I do like two photographers and a videographer, that's like potentially 2 months of editing.
Right.
Um, but then like what I like to do is just landscape, or like what I did this morning. Like I just walked around a marsh in a nice sunrise and like looked at birds, and I had the time to just do what I wanted. And if I don't get a shot, then I went for a cool walk.
Hmm.
There's like no one's gonna be like, "Hey man, I paid you for this, and this is what we got." And like, yeah, like with landscapes, you just never know what you're gonna get, and it might as well just be a hike, but you just have memories afterwards. Like I don't know. So
I
yeah, I
just,
recommend everyone get a camera. It like makes you pay attention, like
yeah,
makes you look around.
makes
Super
you
great.
appreciate just the beauty in the little things too, like that you
Oh,
wouldn't
everything.
normally, yeah, you can see the world from a different viewpoint, really.
Yeah, I know. Getting a camera has made me see way more.
What is
Like
your go-to camera that you usually use most of the time, or is there multiple?
uh, there are multiples, but my Canon R5 is like my go-to, and this has like my little bird lens on it right now. And then I have a R6 Mark II, which is like a newer camera, like a little faster as far as like autofocus and stuff, but smaller sensor. So it has its ups and downs. Like I can't print something as large on that, but like as far as delivering a wedding album or like printing things up to like 20 by 30, like those will look the same as far as results. But the R5 is a beast in comparison to the R6 too. They're both awesome, but I go R5 all day. That thing's amazing.
And you just kind of like learned everything by the seat of your pants just because you're a gearhead and like,
Yeah. I was like, what can this thing do? I would watch a YouTube video of a guy for 3 hours going through every setting and why this does that.
wow.
And then I would create a custom menu, and then I would be like, okay, let's build this custom menu with the settings that I think are cool or useful or might change. So then that's how I got into like multiple exposures or long exposures or just like the weird stuff like light photo drags and like all the experimental stuff that like no one teaches you in a photography class that you would just go to as a beginner. Um, but yeah, pretty much anything I do, you learn the gear first, and then you can see what it's capable of, so you can see what you're capable of.
So the
It's
opposite of like David Bowie, where they'd get some kind of new synthesizer, throw the manual out, and then just mess with it.
that's what I do with everything else. Like
For real.
I don't like. I
Were
mean,
you
like an
were you the little
IKEA
kid?
dresser or something. I'm just like, this is fine. Like I'll figure it. The shelf goes where the shelf goes. That's where. And then later, I'm like, all right, I should have saved that manual. It's probably easier.
Were you the little kid that took apart like a lot of his toys and then put them back together just to see how they
Oh yeah,
were you?
yeah. I still do that. I'll do that with like a pedal. I'm like, dude, this pedal's really cool. How is this wired? How's the board set up like inside? Because like I went to like audio engineering school for a bit, and we like took apart like preamps and speakers, and we talked about what makes what and what mics are built why. Because I was like, why is a Neumann U87 so much when this blue baby bottle is only this much, and they both are condensers with these specs, and like why the hell should I care? Why
Mhm.
is one little resistor gonna change
The
that
name,
much about this product?
the
Yeah, and then yeah,
name
the name
brand.
name is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked my Sweetwater guy, I'm like, hey, I need a new mic. And he suggested this Warm. I never even heard of Warm before.
Oh
But
yeah.
but then my buddy who I used to record with all the time, he's like, dude, what is that mic? And I told him, he's like, it's basically like the Fender Squire to the Strat. I mean, or the, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to the Neumann or
Huh.
something. But I mean, this was reasonable. Like I think it was like 250 bucks or something. And I've been
Oh
using it
yeah.
for like a ton of my recordings. So
Yeah, that's definitely reasonable considering a Neumann's like 3,800 or something.
something like
Something
that.
crazy. It might be more now because that was when I like went to school for it and was looking into one.
Where'd
Now
you
I'm
go to
like,
school
nah, I'm
for it?
glad I didn't go. I went to Valencia in Orlando, and then I went to Tri-C for the recording arts program,
Oh, okay.
which was super legit. Honestly, they have like multi-million dollar studios downstairs, and like they have really cool teachers that definitely know their stuff. They're all nerds, so like anything that you want to know, they'll definitely tell you. So
Right.
yeah, I loved going there. I thought it was cool. I would like go again just to like just do it again and learn more, like fill in some gaps that maybe I didn't know that I had, you know. But yeah.
Is there any venues around Cleveland, around town that you are kind of your favorites? Lighting and just like atmosphere. Like,
Hmm. It depends on the show. Like I prefer the smaller the venue. Like I grew up with Peabody's for everything. So like now I like stuff like Beachland, or like I like the Agora. I think the Agora has been awesome since that remodel. They put like 3 mil into it or
yeah,
something.
it looks
So
nice.
the Agora has been great. The sound has been awesome there. The first time I went there was like the Under Oath 10-year like anniversary tour of Define the Great Line, and their engineer toured with them to do their live sound like from that album. So
Really?
like it sounded so good in that venue. Like I was like, damn, I trust the Agora now. And then Playhouse is sick. Like Playhouse's sound is amazing. You wouldn't think, like obviously it's like super high end, but you wouldn't think it'd be that high end. Like you would think they wouldn't focus that much on audio quality. But I saw like Bon Iver there, and it was one of those, like it was so good. I was like tearing up during some moments because I was just like, this is incredible. Like
Right.
just the tones, the quality, the light, like everything, the atmosphere. Um, but yeah, nothing really sticks out. I'm not like, dude, you got to go to Mercury Lounge. I don't know.
Have you done the back room?
I have, yeah.
Have you?
I I saw I actually did photos for Theater of Crew, which is a Motley Crue cover band there.
Okay.
And then I think that owner's like a Greek dude. My mom, her boyfriend's Greek, so there's like a whole like connection of people.
George?
Uh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, George
George is
from the Mars Bar.
George is a good dude. But then I think
Yeah.
because then the Foundry people and Winchester people bought into it, didn't they? I think they're like running the day-to-day stuff now. I think.
Oh, I don't even know. I wanted to go to that Taco Bell Baja Blast show yesterday, but then they
I didn't
canceled
see
it, and
it.
apparently they're like their new show that they're doing is going to be at Mercury.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know. The
haven't
last time I was there, they were like, "This is pretty new. Like it was pretty bare bones."
yeah, I haven't talked to Georgie for a minute. I haven't been up that way for a minute. So, but he's
Yeah,
always great to me. What about like are you because you do like the tattoo shows at the convention center and stuff?
I try to go to like all those expo things. Just like you get some cool pictures, but I feel like in comparison to what I've done these days, like when I go back to do stuff like that, I'm like, there's like not many options for really good setup shots, compositions, moments. Like tattoo convention, you'll get like cool shots of like people who are getting their first tattoo, like wincing, and they're like, like those are funny, but like,
But
what are you gonna
unfortunately,
do
it's
with
not
that
like,
picture?
yeah, it's
Like,
almost you have to book the stuff for the income. And like that
yeah,
might just be more like I have a day off and it could be cool to add to my
right,
portfolio or something, huh?
yeah. So like sometimes it's like, hey, artists, I'm coming. If anyone wants shots for theirs, like I can start like a little schedule, and then I'm like, hey, I can be at your booth between these times. Make sure you have like a cool tattoo going on at that time, and then I'll just shoot you guys for like a half hour, and then we'll get all the shots we can in your area.
Right.
But then there's only so much you can do with that too. There's only so close up you can get to skin vibrating. Like I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. Not too much weird stuff coming up. I am stoked on spooky season. I hope to do some like darker, kind of weirder vibe stuff. I feel like
Halloween your favorite holiday?
it's my favorite vibe. Christmas is my favorite holiday for sure. I like Christmas. I like lights and trees and snow.
Okay.
I'm a big dude, so the heat sucks. And then Halloween, I feel like it rains all the time. I feel like it rains like almost every year on Halloween. It just seems like it.
I don't know. The
Past
weather's
couple of years.
changed so much in the last, I don't even know. I remember as a kid, like it would snow during Halloween for us. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just But what do you do, right?
And now they'll like reschedule Halloween. Whereas like I'm like, what? Like they're like, yeah, we'll just do it tomorrow. Like that's crazy. Like we would just go out and be wet as a T-Rex. Like
Well, now, I
they're
mean,
just
how many like small burgs and villages now? They just do the trunk or treat stuff where it's like
yeah. I'll talk to like say like my mom lives in like a nice neighborhood and those are the neighborhoods that like kids would like go to
full
trick
candy
or treat because
bars.
they're like, yeah, they're like, oh, the potential of like full candy bars here is way higher than in my little like whole neighborhood. So, but like even she's like, dude, we bought so much candy and no one showed up this year. Like,
Yeah,
she's like, we had like three kids and we were like sitting outside. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, it's a nice neighborhood. You would think like you'd be busiest. And I don't like, I'll talk to parents who have kids that are like between like 6 and 13. They're like, my kids didn't even go this year. They don't care at all. Like, they just ate candy from the stuff that we bought for other kids that didn't show up.
right.
You're like, really? Like, life's getting weird.
It's kind of brilliant though when you think about it. They don't even have to do the
I
work.
know. Yeah, they're smart. But then they have to like eat the candy that their parents got, and then you get way less diversity,
That's
which is a
true.
problem. Yeah.
Agreed.
Unless they have a say with their like their parents' candy. They're like, yo, I want 100 grand Butterfingers Heath, like whatever. I don't know. Yeah, they're worried about razor blades, even though that never happened once.
Right. The drug dealers are going to give you their drugs.
Yeah, because that costs less than candy. Like well, like come on. And it's not like if I was a drug dealer giving kids drugs, like then you'd have to follow and watch the kid to be like, oh, let's check this kid out on
Yeah.
acid. Like no one's doing that. That's too much work. So
It's
it's just not not
the
a
free
feasible
taste.
plan.
It's not at all. Because then you're like, all right, I got them hooked. Now that they love crystal meth,
Yeah,
now
but
I have to go
they
make
didn't know what
contact
house.
again.
Yeah, they didn't know what house they got it from to come back for more. Like I've been looking for you since you were 6 and you're 14 now.
We've officially gone into creep territory, right?
Yeah,
Well, pal,
you.
you got anything you want to plug? Like, I mean, your website or like how can people get a hold of you to book you for like private photography video gigs? Are you wanting that? Or are you
elsephoto.com.
kind of just
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
busy enough where
everything.
you don't need to?
I am busy enough, but I always like to see what's out there and see what's next. And like everything's just a revolving door of more. And like I can always squeeze in. I can always like that's why I like working at a restaurant a couple days a week because I'm just like, hey, who wants this shift? A shoot came up, and then someone will take it.
Are you still a
So
strip?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the food's so good, the clients are so good, the it's all reservation based that like if I'm like, hey man, looking to give up a shift, people are like, sure, like
Yeah,
4 to 6 hours for $300. Like, why not? Like, I say yes too when I don't have something going on. I'm
right.
like, oh, yeah, why not? But yeah, just been there a few days a week, and then like once winter comes, like I'll be there way more because there's not many shoots, and I'm not like a studio type shooter. And if I am, it's just expensive. I don't want to buy one. I've thought about it a bunch of times, but I have friends with studios that are like, that wasn't a good investment. We put X amount of money into it. It's such a project. And now like we have to rent it out for like
Mm,
birthday parties instead of like it just being a photo studio to keep up with the
right.
like the need for income for this space. So like just seems like such a chore. So um but yeah, elsephoto.com. If you're ever looking for something else, let me know. And then elsephoto on Instagram. And then I'm sure I'll send you a link tree link. So then
Okay.
you can just put that and then people can click on whatever they want because like has my YouTube, my Instagrams, my watches, whatever.
Very cool.
Um, but yeah, other than
Thanks.
that, nothing too crazy.
Well, dude, it's good catching up with you. It's been a minute. I mean,
I know. It's good catching up with you too.
we shot those last bit of videos like what, 2 or 3 years ago now already. I don't even remember. It's got to be
Yeah,
three
I
years
know.
at least.
I've upgraded everything twice since then, I think. Like my gimbal and video setup's like 40 more pounds than it was then. So
Really?
it's just so much to carry. Like a long wedding day is just like, oh my gosh. Like by the
Oh,
time I get home, I'm like, massage me.
yeah.
Like my arms are just messed up. I don't know how anyone smaller than me can do it.
Weddings are
Like
just a different animal too for entertainment and photography or anything. It's just such a long day and it's so much more
Yeah.
pressure
And
because you
you're
don't
scared to
want,
miss anything, so you're just
yeah,
constantly shooting everything, and you
right.
just never know.
Yep.
I know, but that's part of the fun, part of the rush. Like you're like, oh, this happened, my bad. How do I edit it to make it seem like that didn't happen?
Right.
So now I have like three cameras and multiple mics, and I'm like, okay, if anything happens, I have all these fall plans, and like just make sure that they don't even notice if I mess up, but sometimes they do.
Well, I think you should seriously, I think you should seriously take a little time for yourself. I want to hear some original stuff for real. Like the stuff I've heard is cool as hell. So
Yeah, well,
get
thank you.
to it, pal. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
definitely
I'm
want
just
to. I
kidding.
know it's true.
Well,
Those sound good.
Shane McNicholas, it's good catching up, brother. Don't you have anything better to do? No, I'm just kidding. Check
Yeah.
out all Shane's stuff if you need to book him for photography, video, anything really. Well, maybe not anything. Maybe not foot
Oh,
rubs or something.
reach out. We'll see.
If you
We'll
need
see what
something
I can
else, who
do.
knows?
Yeah,
But
if
check him
nothing
out.
else is.
And yeah, check my stuff out if you wouldn't mind, chrisdonleymusic.com. I'd recently put up every single release I've ever put out on my Bandcamp. And lovelag.com, all the good stuff, everything, all my musical projects and everything. But once again, thank
Oh
you,
yeah,
Shane. It's good to catch up, brother. And
most definitely.
hope to hang out sometime soon, brother.
Yeah, anytime. Anytime I can, I'm down.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I
Good
love it.
chatting and keep up the good work, man. We will talk soon,
Thank you.
okay?
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
We'll see you.
most definitely.